What?
Unity, there is no peace. That's, again, basically, Tom, it sounds like Joe Biden saying to all of President Trump's voters out there, I will lead all of America as long as you guys fall in line.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing that he's got to deal with, is the fact that unity at the expense of freedom and principles is not what a lot of Americans are interested in. He mentioned political extremism twice. He mentioned white supremacy on more than one occasion. And he talked about threats to democracy and truth. And that was also a veiled reference to people who over the last couple of months have questioned the legitimacy of his presidency. And there were a couple of references to that. That was also a reference to President Trump. So I thought this speech, as Mark said, it was full of cliches, but it was very dark. It was actually, not unifying. It was actually quite divisive. It's very difficult.
Yeah, unify with these freaks. Come on. Go ahead. Unify with these freaks. They will tell you that you are evil. Okay? They'll tell you that BLM is evil and violent while storming the fucking Capitol where 5 people die. Okay? They will tell you that Antifa is the violent ones while white supremacists go out and literally fucking engage in hate crimes that end up killing 5 to 20 people. Okay? There is no unifying with these people. They don't want unity. Republicans benefit from the polarization. That way they can make it seem as though they're different than the Democrats. The more you try to hug and kiss them, the more they're going to say, look, this hug and kiss is bullshit. They said white supremacy. They're saying we're white supremacists. Don't hug and kiss them. Hasan, you are such a pepega, says anti-censor. Really? I mean, we're watching them reject that message loud and clear, as though I have already said it.
Drive a unifying message when you are going to simultaneously talk about an overblown sense of white supremacy and systemic racism, and you lead a party that,
like, you need to recognize that for conservatives, someone mentioning racism is significantly worse than an actual act of racism. Okay? Like, he's basically saying it. He's literally saying, like, well, the real divisive thing is not the racism itself. It's the mentioning of that racism. You might not even want to do anything about it, but the fact that you're even uttering those words, the fact that you're even mentioning that it exists, is in and of itself incredibly divisive. It's dark. An overblown sense of white supremacy, he says. Strawman Andy? Yes. Except the strawman is the literal fucking Republican commentator on Newsmax that we are watching. You can't say something is a strawman if I'm directly replying to the words of a fucking person. That comes along with the tacit admission that you understand that your side is so fucking dumb that what this person is saying currently is literally so idiotic that it must be something he didn't say. So you already recognize that what he's saying is fucking insane and stupid. Thank you.
that is driving cancel culture in America. Oftentimes when he was talking about unity, I kept on thinking to myself, so does this apply to conservatives as well?
Why are you generalizing Republicans? Are you all about unity? You demonize the mass on the right? Because I'm not a fucking idiot, dude, okay? I don't care. Listen to me. Listen, if you're a Republican, you can switch, okay? You can change that. And you should. Because if you are conservative, you're fucking brain dead, okay? I am not a regressive person. I'm a progressive person. I don't want to look backwards. I want to look forward. I want to move on. I want to make things better for people, okay? So I'm not going to sit here, and here is a conservative value that you will understand. I'm not going to sit here and fucking spare your feelings, you delusional dumb fuck. If you are a conservative who voted for Donald fucking Trump, you have to at some point in the past 4 years recognize, like, okay, well, Donald Trump is kind of fucked up. Like, some of the things he did was kind of fucked up. Maybe we should change it. Maybe I should no longer believe these things. So after 4 fucking years, when you see so many hogs on your side still refuse to recognize the fact that Donald Trump literally lost by millions, like a historic number of fucking votes, and that entitlement manifesting and creating this like insurrectionist hog rebellion, and you're still over here like, well, be nice to the conservatives. Well, you're a fucking idiot. You should be ashamed to be a conservative right now. This should be a moment of sadness where you sit there and revel in your delusion of your fellow conservatives, and yet you still have the audacity to come into my fucking chat and be like, why aren't you being nice to me? Suck my dick. You're a fucking playground bully. Why the fuck would I be nice to you? You stupid motherfucker. I'm sick and tired of this fucking bullshit where the media has to act like we have to be nice to conservatives no matter how fucking delusional they are. No. Fuck off. You can go get that at CNN. You can go get that at fucking Fox News. You can go get that at every other outlet. You don't have to get that here too, because I'm not going to give it to you. Use this as a moment to fucking reflect on your brain dead delusional fucking worldview and escape the fucking grip of conservatism that has ruined your fucking life. God damn. When I think of conservatism, and many people as well, I think, also see this. When we think of conservatism, we see the guy, the hog, the small business tyrant, walking into a fucking grocery store without a mask, screaming at some fucking, 20-year-old cashier who lives with their grandparents. We see super spreaders. We see denial of COVID. We see denial of climate change that threatens every single person's lives. We see worker protections being unrolled at the behest of capital owners. We see opposition to offering everyone health care. Why in the ever-loving fuck would I ever act like this kind of murderous, delusional ideology would deserve a shred, an ounce of fucking respect? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't even get off on the Q stuff because that's like the edge case, that is a little bit more aggressive. That's a little bit more in the margins. But the average conservative maintains a lot of fucking insane beliefs that I don't think we should, in the most snowflake mentality way, harbor, allow to fester. Why are we treating the conservative snowflakes like they have unique and brilliant ideas simply by the virtue of them having thought those ideas? Like, no. I'm here to tell you, you're stupid, okay? But here's the beauty of it. You can become more intelligent, okay? You can stop being stupid. I promise you. It's not that hard. There are plenty of people here who had really fucking dumb ideas, who had really dumb opinions, and they've changed their goddamn minds. But I think that first step that you need to take, doesn't come with me saying, oh yeah, come on, let me hug and kiss you. No, you're right. Your worldview isn't delusional and fundamentally broken and violent, okay? It doesn't start there. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you some fucking hard pills to swallow, I guess.
Does this apply to pro-life people? Does this apply to people canceled at their jobs, at their universities, in the media, in their own lives, because
like, what does that take? What do you want, Joe Biden to be like, listen up, Jack, if you were a college professor and you got canceled on Twitter, we will say no more cancellations on Twitter. Like, what? Like, he's talking about genuine material harm to people's lives. Like, he's not fucking Donald Trump. He's not going to talk about that dumb shit. I mean, his stuff is also boring, vague, non-policy oriented. And it's the other side of the equation, the liberal side, the civility side of the equation. Both are inconsequential, though. Like, what Donald Trump talks about is completely inconsequential. Doesn't matter. Oh, cancel culture, cancel culture. Like, shut the fuck up. Nobody likes cancel culture, bitch. Joe Biden doesn't need to fucking say it.
they believe in traditional American values and more conservative values.
Yeah, traditional American. Yeah. I think more people need to start saying it with their chest. When they say like traditional American values, he must mean like racism, right? Because like, what else? What Joe Biden is trying to appeal to the traditional American values. The fuck do you mean then? Like, what are traditional American values, brother? Brand risk Andy not liking cancel culture either. Cancel culture is not specifically or exclusively a tool of the left. It has been portrayed as such, but that's not the case, as evidenced by the fact that I've been fucking canceled more times than most of your fucking favorite Republican commentators. Your Republican commentators get canceled, they go on Fox News, okay? They get a bigger platform. I get canceled, I have nothing. I'm not going on MSNBC. I'm not going on CNN. There's no battle lines there. Leftists don't have a safe harbor for once they get canceled. Shut the fuck up.